Ohio. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, he said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Hurricanes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Here's Sayin to throw. Fires to the wideout. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Left side is Smith.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Third and long right here. Sayin back to the air. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big play.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. 4th down, Sayin. Throws to the wideout. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Running inside, it's Fletcher. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Here's Mensa to throw. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. They were all over it.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting a tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Say it. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Right side, it's Jackson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Plows his way ahead. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. He unleashes a long one. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Mensa Got his man. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll pull it down and run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Off play action on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Got it in stride inside the 20. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run him again. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Miami! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Throw it, say it. Out wide right, it's Jackson. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
To the air, it's Sayin. Makes the grab, it's Jackson. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. New set of downs after the completion. Headed outside, it's Jackson. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense
lets it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man,
A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Miami Hurricanes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Michigan head coach pregame, he is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Canes ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Throwing, Underwood. Got it in the middle, it's Marshall. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide open
spaces. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Man, how nice is it to have such a weapon at tight end? A guy that can catch the football and make people miss, but right here, break tackles, extend the play, make bigger chunks than what's really there. That's what can really make this offense dangerous.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field, get it to him early on the first drive, let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wolverines!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So an 82-yard drive there, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Tight end now in motion. Straight ahead, it's Fletcher. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mensah. Oh, pressure's coming. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled it. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. You're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. And the Canes want to move quickly.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. There he goes. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he makes the extra point. On the return, it's Cotton. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Marshall. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Here's Underwood to throw. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Hits him inside the 20, still going. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
To throw, it's Underwood. Buys time to his left. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
Defense comes up with a huge stop and maybe forcing them into a field goal attempt.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Fletcher. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
3rd and long coming up. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time.
Catch inside the 25. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Hurricanes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Underwood. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Right side, it's Marshall. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Marsh. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll run it on 4th downs. He stopped short of the first down marker, but there is a flag, and that looked like a clear face mask to me. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here's Mensah to throw. That one comes out hot down the right side. Intercepted, a first half turnover. Momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Left side is Buchanan. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Snagged on the outside, it's Marshall. Well, he did a good job to get the foot down in bounds, but only picked up a yard and not enough for a first down.
Yeah, they need to work with more space, Reese. I mean, it's not worth throwing the football all that way to the boundary just to toe tap and get 1 yard. You got to do a better job trying to get these playmakers.
He's looking deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
quick give. It's Fletcher. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Got him downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Canes in the hurry-up.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
2nd and long here. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Has the 6. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And the Canes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. That penalty, a welcome flag for this offense as it sets up 1st and goal. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! And that one will give them the lead. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. It's complete to the right. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Underwood on the play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Buchanan. All out of space. Inside. Touchdown, Michigan! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. On the move from inside is 5. Slips through the line. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Hits inside. It's Fletcher. At the 45 on its way. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Mensah. Grabbed over the middle. It's Vaughn. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it.
Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Underwood. Moves to his right. Turns it upfield. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They want to run this quarterback. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you're laying on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the defense.
Incomplete, and they fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes, and that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here?
Got enough space. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out, and you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Out wide right, it's Marsh. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. He wants to take the top off. He's got it down the field. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Wolverines come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Here's Underwood to throw. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's not just about sacks and getting the quarterback on the ground. When you can hurry him up, speed up that thought process, get near his legs, all those things lead to incompletions and sometimes mistakes.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Here comes the Heat. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Knocked down. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some run. But not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside, it's Fletcher fighting off the defender. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing, Mensah. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. The D thinking brings some heat on third and long from the 44. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense putting points on the board.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And the extra point is good. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and you've already seen him make a critical mistake earlier in the ball game, and you're going to make more of them if you don't make your feet a priority. Just pause for a second. Steady those feet, get them quiet. Now I can make a more accurate throw.
Blasted as he lets it go. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Time to take a shot. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Long way to go on second down. Straight ahead, it's Fletcher. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. They need a huge play on third and long. Here's Mensah to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
It's complete. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. The big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Ben.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Just feeds the running back. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Rolls right. Fires on the move. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Fights off a defender. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
The quick game. Still on his feet at the 45. Breaks into the open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. From the gun, it's Brown. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Mensah. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. And that last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Out wide left, it's Edwards. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Russell. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch. It's Edwards. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
I'll tell you, this defensive end not only...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, Russell. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Inside the 25. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it out. It's Cotton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Throwing, Mensah. He fires one deep down the right side. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line. Fresh center downs going to the air. Lets it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 20. All the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Under pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time. Getting hit as he's trying to throw the football, you've got to protect your quarterback.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has them setting up shop from there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Keelan Russell buying time to his right. Quarterback gets the first down. Turning it on. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Trying to squeak through the pile. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good.
And that's a live ball behind the line. And the ball goes out of bounds. The offense maintains possession, but no gain on the play.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Russell will throw for it on 4th. Buying a little time to his left. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Hit and dropped in his tracks. It'll be a loss of 6.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Throwing Russell. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. 4th down, Russell. Shakes off the defender. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Using his legs, it's Hill. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Bring him down.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on.
Makes the catch, and he's free.